It's time for Milberger's Gardening South Texas, live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery at 1604 in Bulverde Road. During the next 2 hours, our experts will help you with your gardening questions when you call 210-308-8867. That's 210-308-8867. Or come by Milberger's during the show and have your question answered in person. And now it's time for Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
And welcome to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Milton Glueck along with Dr. Calvin Finch, along with Mark Peterson, and we're ready to take your calls. So if you missed us last week with the calls, call us right now, like James and Sharon. Give us a call at 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. Come on by Milberger's because this is the big annual Christmas celebration here at Milberger's. We got chili to the left of us till the bowl runs out. We've got pictures with Santa. Santa is here, the real Santa.
Really?
They've assured me.
Uh-huh.
I'm not hearing you.
Okay. Oh, what about me?
I got you fine.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Now I hear you. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have that. We have.
Where is Santa? Is he hiding under
I think he's over
heat lamp?
I think he's over that way.
He's
So
got his feet on an ottoman. Very heated. Very nice.
Oh, does he?
Very sushi.
Oh,
yes.
okay. So
Shishi, not sushi.
we need to hang with Santa. But anyway, yeah, come on over. It's a lot of fun. You can have pictures with Santa today. And all kinds of great fun. You can bring a gift for the Blue Santa program. Just pick up something. Milberger's has all the information on the site as to what they need, but new or unused toys, clothes, hygiene sets, I believe, and other things. So it's all at milbergernursery.com. But yeah, let's make it a big success. If you just stop somewhere and pick up, honestly, if you go to Five Below, you can pick up a bunch of great stuff for $5 or less. So, yep, just then donate that to the Blue Santa program over here at Milberger's.
It has been a little shallow in the bin.
It has.
Just want to say it.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So, yep, come on out and be a part of that. All right. So, do you want to start with where we y'all were talking about with Calvin's article?
Well,
you want to give it?
Yeah.
It was.
We've been talking about it for a while.
Yeah.
It's a great article.
What was your article, Calvin?
Well, it was, we Mark and I talk about this all the time, but we like to have some suggestions for gifts to gardeners for the holidays. And it's going to be a relatively short time between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yes, it is a shorter than normal.
So the article today was about books, great books for gardeners, and we got some traditional books that are great, by Sally Wasowski and by a bunch of.
What do you like about Sally's book?
Oh, it's about native plants and how to use them in the landscape, it is a really pretty imaginative, good photos and everything.
Yeah, it has good photos, I was going to say. And it covers a lot of plants.
Okay.
And, of course, we always talk about Greg Grant's book about landscaping, landscaping issues in Texas. And the thing about that book is that he doesn't view the landscape as one big single picture. He breaks it into small pieces, so it's much more manageable in terms of if you're planning, the shady side of on the east side of the house or in front of the door. And all
you can kind of find your situation. You kind of look at where you're wanting to put stuff, and then you'll find something copied in Greg's book that will give you that, which I like about his book too.
Yeah, and of course Greg is a good writer, very good writer, and plus he's on top of the latest horticulture issues and plant information. Nobody knows more about the plants than he does. But it's great. But the feature in the article has been there's the Monarchs, basically. We got 2 new Monarch books that we mentioned and described. And, in fact, got some good coverage from the paper on the books, Monica's book. And we interviewed both of those authors.
And Trace, you can just do this if you want. Yeah, just so you want to take off the hat. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
We've been warned about it. So I'm sorry, Monica's book.
Yeah,
Monica Mackley.
And so those are the two featured books.
There you go.
If you want to be getting intrigued by the questions on monarch migration and breeding with milkweeds, those are the books. Also the book book on caterpillars.
That's a good one because a lot of gardeners they know the adults, but they don't know the caterpillars.
That's true. And then there's these good guidebooks for butterflies too. It's always good. Monarchs are important, and we love them, but there's lots of other great butterflies, especially in the San Antonio area, that you want to be able to identify. And they've got some of them have almost as their habits are. And their lifestyle is almost as interesting as the monarchs. We see those in the queens and all those other species, black swallowtails and giant swallowtails, and in our landscapes. And so there's guidebooks that are mentioned for those. But then, of course,
did we ever ask what's everybody's favorite butterfly?
Favorite what book?
Butterfly.
No, butterfly.
Oh,
just
butterfly?
period.
No.
Because
we've talked
eager,
about that some.
Eager to jump in. Just 2 words. Snout, nose, hackberry.
That was mine.
Really? Those are your favorite, huh?
That's the only one I recognize.
Well, it's just because it has so many
I like to eat hackberries.
detrimental effects or positive effects in Trace's case.
Those 2 authors that we're talking about on the monarch butterfly books, they talk about their favorite.
Oh, do they?
Butterfly, yeah, and it's not.
So I think we're presuming your favorite is monarchs.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm intrigued by a lot of them, but monarchs, because they're so complex and there's so many unanswered questions. I get a little bit of a feeling from the authors that the researchers involved with monarchs get a little frustrated with them, though, because they have these habits that they'd love to be able to explain. Why are you not migrating yet? Why do you go to the west instead of to the east? And then they can't always figure out the logic isn't always delivered. So there is a little bit of frustration in dealing with monarchs. What we keep thinking, I think that's part of the reason why we get such a great attendance at those monarch classes that we have, is that we keep thinking that we're going to find the answers. There's got to be some keys. There's got to be a logical reasons monarchs do what they are doing.
The cri de coeur of their PhD. Oh. We have to find out. We need more money.
Oh. There we go. Trace,
we had to answer these questions.
We need to do a research project on this.
We do.
Yeah.
See if we can get a government grant.
Yeah, get a government grant, and then we'll do it. Mm-hmm. So you got. We'll talk about what's going on here in 2 seconds. But do you have a book that you particularly like for?
So I'm kind of generic. We have a little fold-out thing that we sell them by the registers for novices like me.
Okay. So what are they called?
I don't know.
Okay.
But they're right there. I'm sure there's a name for it, but it's
easy to find.
Colorful
well, we
pictures.
We do in the article mention the
top 10. What are they called? Not top 10. Superstars. Texas Superstars.
Yeah.
Which is available here at Milberger's and I think at the Extension Service and maybe at other nurseries too. But that's a good stocking stuffer.
Yeah.
I said that it's $3 per copy. I don't know. Maybe it's $3.98. I don't know.
Just now, Trace. However, there's something you don't often see in San Antonio that we have here at Millburgers. It's the Go Native Gardening from the city of San Antonio.
I thought he was going to say Santa.
No. We have Santa here, the real one.
Yeah, the real ones.
But this is city of
Mr. Claus is here.
City of Austin, and it's all native plants, and it covers the spectrum, with good pictures and a good display of their attributes.
That's available here too, huh?
Yes.
You know,
for a reasonable cost of $2. You may have to change that, sir. I mean, just saying.
Okay.
Another one that
what's that?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay.
Another one that we've talked about a lot is Neil Sperry's General. If you've got gardeners that they moved into the area and gardened in other areas, that would be a good one. And we put the address in there where you can get a hold of it, because you have to purchase it. You have to purchase it through his website.
Yeah.
And the phone number's there, and you can order it.
Yeah.
It's a great general publication.
Yeah, for Texas, it covers a lot of subjects, and it's really good. Now, you also mentioned in your article the great gardening or vegetables of Texas by Sam Cotner.
Yeah.
Boy, everyone should have that. And that covers everything.
I remember Sam. Sam was head of the horticulture department when I was working on my PhD over there. He's passed away now, but he was a great author, and a great gardener.
That's an encyclopedia. It's wonderful. Filled with knowledge.
And it's a few years old, but it's pretty much up to date on the varieties and techniques that are successful.
The varieties may have been changed or improved, but the techniques are still the same.
All right, 210-308-8867. I know Sharon, for instance, had a couple suggestions, I think, on books that people might enjoy on plants. And then if you just have, we're shooting for kind of fun Christmas gift ideas for just that you think people would enjoy or that you secretly want, and now you're kind of broadcasting it so that your loved ones who are listening can know what to get you.
Yeah. I've got on one of my other articles that I mentioned. I think it was about maybe the Express News gardening tasks. Maybe it'll be next Saturday, but of course, gift certificates.
Yeah,
gift certificates at a nursery are wonderful.
Absolutely,
very good.
Wow.
The other thing that I've gotten to learn to appreciate is for years I've had a gasoline operated chainsaw.
Oh.
Now I got one of the battery operated chainsaws, and I can't cut I can't cut 14-inch trunks anymore. But it is for a gardener. That's a wonderful tool to have access to. It's not heavy, but you can deal with 6-inch stems and branches, and it's so reliable. And
it starts up with a push of the button.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's so nice. Would you like to see my blister? I'm trying to pull on a blower this past week.
Oh, wow!
Look at that. Yeah.
I know too.
Until one of the employees said, "Oh no, you have to push the button mark on."
Oh, that was nice of them.
That was.
I've seen these two advertised. They seem to be kind of either they're high demand or they're kind of enough demand to get you into the other place. But they sell it looks like almost like a little personal. It's just a mini chainsaw. I guess it's for.
You got to be a little.
It's It's just, what do I want to say? It's 6 inches?
Yeah, it's
At
not
most?
very much. So you're cutting limbs and stuff,
Yeah.
I guess.
I would not. I would go the next step up. That's what I'm
Right.
thinking of, the one that's got a little more power, and you've got the brands. They've got the same brands as the big
Yes.
chainsaws that you're used to. So you know what you're what you're going to get and the quality of it. Whereas those little ones they're a bit controversial.
Oh, are they?
Some of them, are not do not fulfill their promise, and then there's others that are just do make a good gift. But if you've got one that you've somebody that has used one and it works well, then it seems like it wouldn't be quite as risky as a choice.
Is there any? I'm trying to think. People. Trace has pointed out this too. People who enjoy gardening also probably enjoy birding and bringing nature to their yard.
There just seems to be a book that we.
What?
That's right.
What's the book?
Attracting Birds to Southern Gardens.
Oh, you didn't mention that yet, did you?
No, we did,
Oh,
but
okay.
we did mention it. Calvin and I did mention it right before we went on the air. So
attracting birds to
maybe
southern.
in your memory.
Okay.
But it talks about the bird houses, and talks about feeding birds and bird cover. That's and about planting which plants provide the most food for them, and the variety of foods, insects, not just seeds, but seeds, insects, berries. Those three.
So
three
we
main-
call it the big triangle. So you have to have food, shelter, and water.
Okay.
And Calvin's talked about water a couple of times.
I know people get real excited about what they've seen, and is it the first one of the season? Weren't you talking about a cardinal? Did you see somebody was talking about a cardinal they saw? Are the cardinals in town?
Cardinals are here all the time.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah, here in San Antonio.
But we don't.
Tanagers and Orioles.
Yeah.
And Mark, what's the painted buntings?
Painted
Yeah.
buntings is always the one that
Maybe that's
Calvin
what
and
I saw.
asked for.
Yeah, painted buntings.
Someone on
are
next
wonderful.
door had put pictures of painted buntings.
And that Mark mentioned water. Water is a key, especially if you got a little recirculating mechanism on it. Those migrating birds seem to be able to find that. I don't know if that's they see the reflection or if they.
Or his vibrations, or I don't know. I don't know how they do it, but they always seem to find it.
Yeah.
They'll come in. But yeah, and Mark identified, wasn't it, which tanager? Western tanager that we
Western
saw?
Tanager is what I thought. I went back to the resource books. Oh, there's lots of resource books out there. Yeah. And I'm no relation to the Peterson book.
Oh, okay.
I'm no relation. Wish I was. No.
Well, that's my Peterson book is my still one
Yeah,
of my
it's
favorites.
for us mature people.
Okay.
Old people.
Oh yeah, old people. Okay, we like the old book, and Peterson's is one of the
What
best.
is
Those
Peterson's
books.
like a field guide?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's what I
It-
thought.
Roger
exactly,
Torrey.
that's what its name is.
Roger
Peterson.
Torrey Peterson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got he's author and co-author on lots of publications.
All right.
Anyway, but that's another great Christmas gift.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't mention it in the article, but bird field guides are great because we are at the crossroads of several migration paths, and it's a good thing to know your birds.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I think
too.
San Antonio is actually very fortunate where the city folk.
Yeah, San Antonio's a great place to live if you're interested in birds because you
Right.
the bird populations that are here, a large variety, and you're right on the edge of different populations, different habitats. It's amazing. Well, and it's the same thing for the butterflies too. So we see. For some reason, I'm going in and out, Milton. Am I?
Not sure why. All right, well, let's take a quick break while we try to get Calvin all fixed up. 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. More of Milberger's Gardening, South Texas, coming up live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery, 1604 Bulverde Road, on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Welcome back to Milberger's Gardening, South Texas, on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. What's your gardening question? All you got to do is pick up that phone and call us at 210-308-8867. We'll be happy to help you and see if we can't answer that question. Or you can come on out here and we'll talk about it in person.
And the phones are working, right?
The phones are working. Everything's working today. So
call in.
Yep.
Call
This
so
weather.
James, we want to help you.
Oh, is James there?
No.
Oh,
But
well,
remember,
I
James
just-
called both Saturday and Sunday, and we couldn't help him.
I was just thinking that this weather is perfect for the Christmas tree display.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
But it's also perfect for the cyclamen. Cyclamen responds to this very cool
I mean,
weather.
look how bright it is.
Yeah.
You mean the red and white
Yes.
colors
Yes.
that we have in abundance?
Yes, we do. They would look perfect. So where would you put them?
Huh?
I know I mentioned that they do them downtown
Yeah.
in the little barrels that go up and down Houston, or at least they did. So where would you put them if like...
Well, I generally I used to put them in beds in front of the house. Now I got that plumbago in there, but I still have a lot of containers, big containers that are in front of the doors in the shade. And they're just great there because they've got enough height to come up above the flowers, and of course once they bloom they just keep blooming.
I'm going to put them in a long terracotta pot in the front of my new house. So.
But there, I like actually how the city does, and that sounds kind of similar to what you're talking about, is getting a big thing and doing the display of them. I didn't think about this, but one of the things that we can talk about, and people always ask, is, okay, so we are now into the low 40s. That seemed to be the threshold for some of the plants that we might have outside that we were deciding to cover or not, like
next week's article we'll talk about.
Okay.
Yeah, if you haven't gotten this and this and this inside, get it in the shelter with these 40-degree weathers.
Wow, yeah, Tuesday night, low around 39.
Yeah. You know, what is reflecting that 40 degrees is the porterweed. Porterweed foliage is turning yellow and is even dropping some leaves. And the other one I always think about, always worried about is that's reflecting.
What? On the bougainvilleas?
Yeah. Yeah, 40 degrees is kind of a key temperature for them.
These are subtropical and tropical plants, and 40 is...
40 is the bottom.
The 40 is the spot for them.
Okay.
And then other plants is 32.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The freezing.
And then I got a Facebook post that had all the plant mortality. You'd be surprised at plants that can go well below 32. Kale. All your root plants, your rutabagas, your parsnips.
Pansies.
Yeah. But they can go. So a lot of people start freaking out below 32, and I'm like, well, there's some tough plants out there.
So besides calling us and asking,
yes,
is there some place people can go
look
to?
At that. Somebody's just calling me on my private phone.
Oh, wow.
Right now.
So is there some place that you can think of that people can get information on? All right, like, okay, do I bring my kale in? Do I bring this in?
Well, with the publication that Mark mentioned, like my article next Saturday will mention a lot of the plants that we've talked about. And now, but cyclamen, generally, I think Trace agrees with me on this, that if it's going to be predicted to be 30 degrees or less, you probably should at least put some agricultural fabric over the top of them because the foliage is not sensitive to cold weather, but the blooms are. And the problem is if the blooms fall off of the cyclamen, it's just a long wait before they get reblooming. So you want to, it's best just to protect them. And it's amazing how much protection, enough protection that comes from like insulate or grow web or just put over the top, and then wide enough that it can crepe on the sides, and then you put some rock or brick to hold it down.
And then something to keep it up a little bit because air is such a great insulator, or we just lay it right on top?
Yeah, I've always just laid it down there. But, that's a classic way to do most plants is to make a tent bit structure. But the neat thing about the cyclamen is that as long as, and they're close to the ground, to the soil, so you got that heat source.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and they're generally not in wind zones because they're close to structures and they're not.
Yeah,
they're small beds. But I guess some of those boulevard kind of situations they would be close enough to wind zones. But
so do you want to see? Give me another plant after cyclamen. But here is what Google said when I asked how much cold can cyclamen take. Generally cannot tolerate temperatures below freezing, meaning they can be damaged by even a light frost, and most varieties will not survive for extended periods below 25. To protect them, consider covering them with frost cloths when temperatures drop close to freezing.
That's a pretty conservative way.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's consistent, basically consistent.
Okay, give me another plant.
Primula.
Okay.
In the same category, shade color.
A little bit less sensitive to cold than cyclamen even. Primula.
Or look at the other way around. Yeah. More cold tolerant.
How do I spell primula?
Trace calls them primrose.
Wait. P-R-I-M.
U-L-A.
Okay, I didn't do the U.
No.
All right, let's see. I think this is a different primula. It does say, according to Primula's instructions for their cold brew makers, the typical ratio is about 16 tablespoons of coffee grounds to 40 ounces of water.
Different, yeah.
Is that different?
Yeah.
Let me put the Primula plant.
There you go.
Okay. Down to 40 degrees. It says, let's see. Primula plants, also known as primrose, can tolerate significant amounts of cold and generally hardy in temperatures down to 40 degrees Fahrenheit.
Well,
some species even withstanding sub-zero temperatures. They thrive in cool conditions between 50 and 65. Okay.
Well, that's really overstated, I think.
Right.
Because they're in the same league, and I find them to be more cold tolerant than the cyclamen even.
I always envision them with a little snow on them, making them. But anyway,
let's see if there's any.
What about pansies?
I was just going to go there.
All
That's
right.
what my next choice would be. What about
Let's
pansies?
see. All right, hang on.
Milton, what about pansies?
Because most winters, pansies never get affected by the cold. No, famous last words.
Yeah, that's a. What about Okay. Says withstand light frost and temperatures between 40 and 60. However, they can die back or die completely depending on the temperature and other conditions.
That's pansies?
It says pansies will go dormant when air temperature drops below 25 degrees.
Okay.
That's
25 is okay, but they most winters, I think the most gardeners will agree too that they hardly ever get affected by the cold, except when we had those record freezes, like last year and the year before.
Yeah. I wonder how sago palms will do if it drops below freezing.
They'll freeze. All of them will freeze. All of them will freeze right down the ground.
Never
I'm picking on
recover.
Mark.
Wait a minute. Oh no, we just inserted a mark from 2021. That was
I
not my
see.
voice now. That was my
Okay.
voice from 2021. So yes, for those new listeners, I made a large mistake.
Well, nobody knew. mean, that's-
yes. Well, yeah.
It was funny.
We didn't know the survival characteristics of the great sago palm. Or,
Yeah,
or
most-
which rosemary would die.
Well, we sat here, and most of us, all of us, in fact,
Yeah, everybody
we're
was
very
kinda
we're
pessimistic.
pretty pessimistic about. Yeah, we're talking about 60% and 80% death rates, and
Some of us were going 90%.
it was the other. It was the
Yeah.
other direction. 80% survival.
Yeah, and then with the fun part for me was it just kept changing each week.
Yeah.
The prediction kept. I'm going to go now maybe 60-40 the die back, but 40%. Okay, this week I'm going to go with 50%.
We are waiting for Mark's sago palm report.
It wasn't
Eagerly
just
waiting.
you. It was a lot of people. Nobody knew. But anyway, so just had to poke Mark a little bit on that one. All right, 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. So we talked about the cyclamen as an opportunity. We've got great Christmas trees, and today's a great day to come get one. You just pick it out. And you bring your car around, and they take care of it for you. We have the Noble firs,
All right, let's see if we can do it. Okay, Noble.
Nordman for those
You
who have
got two.
allergies, Fraser,
Yeah, and
balsam.
and you got it.
All right,
This weekend.
and we have chili, and we have pictures with Santa is here. Do you know
I know
that?
him.
You know that guy?
I know him.
Okay. We have Santa and more, and so come on out here, bring the kids for pictures, even
And
though
the
it's a
train.
little cool. And the train, yeah. So it's a good day to come on over to Millburgers. All right, 210-308-8867, looking for ideas for Christmas gifts for the gardening and nature lover in your life. We talked about books. Tools is a good one. Trace always brings up tools.
Hoses.
You brought up the chainsaw.
Tools
Yeah.
and hoses. Yeah.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
and the pruning shears, the pruning tools, hand
Mhm.
tools.
So I'm not
So-
so,
so what
I
is-
have to get special ones.
So let's say you've got a new gardener in your world, and you want to get them tools, and they don't really have anything. What's the must tool they should have? The very first one. Is it shears? Is it clippers? Is it shovels?
Well, they need shovels,
Yeah,
but I would think a set of a handsaw, one of those that folds.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, those are
open,
good.
And then
What
a
are those called?
Little,
A folding saw.
Okay.
and then
Pruning saw is
pruning
what it
saw.
is.
Okay.
and then a pruning shear, a hand shear.
Yeah, and
And
not,
then a
not
lar-
an anvil. A bypass was called a shearer.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then
A larger one.
a larger one for hedges, the hedge shear.
So at least that would be at least 3 tools,
Right.
hand tools.
Right.
Now, if I had somebody that was tackling a landscape that had got away from them, and they had all kinds of exciting plans for it, of course, the gift certificate would be
Yes.
great. But also, I'd look at that battery-operated chainsaw.
Okay.
Because, if you got hackberries that are with 2-inch trunks and all kinds of other plants, mulberries and everything that are unwanted seedlings, and that'll help you get control of that, and makes a fast correction. And then, of course, they'd want to have their. It's not very romantic though to wrap up the trunk and vine and stump killer.
No, but
Yes.
people would like it. It's just
Yes.
not very. It doesn't seem very festive. It's like,
Well, it's kind of
like getting
Well, you
clothing
get-
for Christmas. I got socks.
It'd be fun though if you included it with your
Yes, with
either
your saw.
your
With your
saw or
chainsaw.
your
Oh.
three tools we
right.
talked
Say,
about.
No.
It's a combination.
Now that I've gotten older and need socks, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Now that I've gotten older and need cut vine and stump killer, yeah.
Yeah, and it comes in nice packaging. I've always found that to be nice. Self-contained packaging, a couple of drops here and there,
And it's
and it works fabulous.
and it is relatively inexpensive. That's what always amazed me. The little bottle that lasts for 2 years and for $9.99 or used to be like $7.98. So it's an amazing tool.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and while we do, I encourage you to give us a call and tell us what's on your Christmas list or what you suggest. 210-308-8867. What books have you enjoyed? You can maybe disagree or agree with Calvin's book picks in his article today in the Express News. We'll accept. We'll
Or
argue
you
with
want something to add to the list?
Yeah, that's right. We want to know what you want to add to the list too. So
Mark has added a few.
yeah, so 210-308-8867. I'm Milton Glueck. Back in a moment on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. And welcome back to Millburgers Gardening, South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. Trace is back up on the porch with us, and remind people again what's going on today.
Well, I'm creating a new fashion.
Are you? Oh, with the headphones?
Yes.
It's lovely. It works on you.
Thanks.
On you, it looks good. Hey, Caddyshack line.
What was the question?
What's that?
What was the original question?
Oh, just what's going on today?
Santa.
Yes.
Is here for a little while longer.
Mm-hmm.
And he is the one and only true Santa.
Oh, yeah.
Then we've got face painting and balloon art for those brave young people that want to ride the train. We do have the train out till 2 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And we have chili.
Yay, chili.
Train is free. Santa is free, although we do ask for donations if possible. The face painting and balloon art is a $3 donation that goes to the children's something. Children's what?
What's
the
that?
donation? Children's what?
Oh, let me go find it again. Sorry.
Chili goes to children. Is that right?
Chili for children.
Yes,
Yeah.
is that the... I don't think that's it.
Okay.
But all right, let me find it. Y'all keep talking. I'll find it.
So anyway, the face painting and balloon art and the chili are all a $3 minimum donation for... Did you find it?
No. I'm working on it.
Children's shelter.
Oh, it is a children's shelter? I
It's
think you're right.
children's shelter.
What is he bringing?
Money?
Oh, it's telling us who it's for.
Thank you. You were listening.
Children's shelter. Thank you. Yes.
Oh,
I got it right the third time.
Yeah. We got it.
well, today is a good day to come because
Yes.
the lines aren't. You remember on face painting and
Yeah.
chili and everything. Usually we have lines, but
Oh, I thought you said lions.
no. But and then Santa is easy access. What in those balloons? The kids have balloons. It's really a good day if you could get out here.
Yeah.
Take a look at the Christmas trees and the cyclamen. Wow. And then the greenhouse is loaded with wonderful gifts.
Yeah.
And that's nicely.
And she didn't stop by, but that woman's mother is a listener to the show, and she wanted to say hi to her. But she can come by and say hi.
She could.
But anyway, so we got Santa, face painting, Little Red Choo Choo, chili, and all
Balloon art.
The balloon art. The proceeds benefit the children's shelter here in San Antonio. So come on out and be a part of it today and tomorrow. The chili's just today. Is Santa tomorrow too?
Santa's tomorrow.
Good. Okay. I think tomorrow's a little. Tomorrow's weather is high near 64. Okay. Tomorrow's a little nicer.
And what
So
else are
if,
we doing?
if the weather
tomorrow?
kept you out today, come tomorrow. What's that?
What else are we doing tomorrow at 1:30?
Oh yeah, we're going to talk to Bruce Frazier of Dixondale Farms. That's our hope, and then he's going to talk about onions. And I'll tell you his story afterwards. I told him people are still talking about
Christmas trees, cyclamen, and onions.
Absolutely.
The Holy Trinity.
I bet you Bruce will agree with that. But
Trifecta.
I told him that we were still talking about the Whataburger onions. He thought that was funny. I forget which one it was. Did we ever figure it out? Do you remember? I
Granix
think you
yellow.
said.
It was Granix, yeah.
Okay. Whew, those Whataburger onions will get you. They will clear out the sinuses. So that's tomorrow at 1, we hope. And so be listening. And if you've got any onion questions, you can give them to Al, and we'll ask Bruce. So that'll be good. And we can actually... but anyway, we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Well, then the neat topic that gardeners have a lot of questions about on onions that it's hard to get the answers to is the all those mild onions and the kind of the relationships. And Bruce does a good he does a good job of explaining that.
Yeah, and we'll ask him this tomorrow, but tell us Bruce's credibility. What is Dixondale Farms' credibility as far as onions are concerned?
Well, they're the far and wide the largest producer of onions, and especially the onions. Now he's doing the midday onions too, but we always really knew him for those short day. Is it long day or short day onions?
Short day.
All those that we see here, like what do we have? 7 different varieties or 8 different varieties here.
7 varieties of that. I think we have 2 or 3 of the intermediates.
Okay. But yeah, these are the guys. Yeah. Dixondale Farms are the onion experts, and with a long history. And we'll talk to Bruce a little bit about that too.
And why is that a good time to talk about onions?
I don't know.
It's time to plant onions.
It's time to
plant onions.
And Dixondale and Bruce are pretty tough about. No, that's not the area where you should be planting that kind of onion.
Yeah.
And
in fact, I don't think they'll sell them.
They
if
won't
it's
sell
not
to you.
Yeah, that's what's cool.
Yeah, and that's contributed to part of his success too. Huge success in terms of wholesaling onions. So, and retailing, they'll sell directly, I guess, too.
So if you haven't gotten your Christmas onions, you want to listen tomorrow. So all that's going on tomorrow as well. So yeah, we got lots of stuff going on. Trace, we always ask you this question. Did you do your training today or no?
Christmas tree training.
Oh, okay. Anything our listeners should know about came out of the training?
I mean, it's normal stuff, how we load or not load, which trees came from where.
Okay. And the other thing we always get is what kind of questions you getting? Grass?
No.
What a surprise.
Always grass.
Okay, and what are people experiencing with their grass? Is it doing anything now?
Well, so some of them have shut down, but St. Augustine does not.
Oh, it has not. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I was amazed, Trace. It looked like there was you had a semi-load of grass last weekend out there. Was that all one variety, or were there a lot of more varieties available?
No. So we do custom orders for all kinds of things. So 4 different St. Augustines right now, 3 Zoysias, and 2 Bermudas.
And so that's the custom order. And then is there still anything on, like we used to do on Fridays, have some varieties?
So we started the Provista Friday. I think we've missed one since we started it, but that was more from rain than anything. So if they want to try one of the upper end St. Augustines like Provista, Friday is your day.
So
of this, you said 4 St. Augustines.
Correct.
Okay, so Provista's one.
Yep.
What's the other one?
Palmetto,
Palmetto,
FJ Select, and Raleigh.
And I'm sorry?
Raleigh.
Okay. Raleigh's still hanging in there. It's got to be like 100 years old or something.
It's the least expensive, so sometimes that's the way they go.
Okay.
Even though it's probably not the right answer, it is the way they go.
It says, I would do Provista or FJ Select. My choices nowadays.
Well, we should try to mention, or Trace does the best job of doing this, the characteristics of Provista that made it get so exceptional.
Well, it was bred with FJ Select to have shorter stolons, so it doesn't grow as tall or as fast. Palmetto for some shade tolerancy. Floritam for disease resistance and for fungus resistance. Well, that's the same thing. Fungus and insects, sorry.
Yeah, that was the key.
And then also for lower water consumption. And then they took a step further and made it resistant to glyphosate. Now, I say that tentatively because, like, Roundup for now is not glyphosate anymore.
Oh, okay.
So there are some other brands that just are glyphosate, so I emphasize you find one that just says glyphosate.
Glyphosate only. Glyphosate only.
Okay, and that means that if you're treating weeds, you can kill them without killing the grass.
So weed killers are all very temperature sensitive.
Okay.
With the exception of a few. Glyphosate works no matter how cold or how hot it is. It still works. It works faster when it's warm.
Mm-hmm.
But it still works when it's cold. So you have no stipulations about what the weather is. As long as it's not going to rain right after you do it, it will help you.
Okay. Anything people should be doing with a little bit of rain that we're getting? I think we got a 1/4 inch before today, but at the house anyway. But today, I'm curious to see how much we get.
I would still be looking at, if you hadn't already, add a small layer of compost.
Okay.
So you want to try to do that twice a year. But it can only be when it's cool. So it's got to be fall through, like, first couple weeks of April.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and looking at the temperatures for the week, it's funny.
Funny,
it's
or
funny, peculiar.
Okay.
Tomorrow, 64. Monday high is 80. Then back to 64, and then 66 and 72. So it's going to be a nice week.
What about the lows? Those were the highs, right?
Oh, those were the lows.
So you're the typical weather person. They want to tell you that.
I just want the positive.
I only want to know what the lows are.
Yeah.
I could care less what the highs are.
You can see Trace and I just want to know what the lows are
Yeah.
on this one.
The lows are 39 on Wednesday. 39 on
Watch out.
Tuesday. Uh-oh. Is this guy going to want to get on the air?
I seriously doubt it.
Yes, sir. Did you have a question? 210-308-8867. 210. Oh, man.
I'm sorry. We had somebody from the audience
Yes.
came up, an agitator, if you will.
Yes, if you will. Right.
So what were they again? 39.
Now, who are you guys calling an agitator? The head of the Milberger's company here?
They seem to enjoy causing trouble. Yeah, so let's see. Let me go back. The lows. So the low tonight is tonight is 48.
Oh, 40.
And then the low tomorrow is 53. Low Monday is 50. 39 Tuesday night.
Oh, okay.
39 Wednesday night.
All right.
49 Thursday night.
So when we have successive cold, air quote, cold mornings, that's the time to be on alert. So you may want to provide some protection.
Okay.
What's that mean? Like a jacket or what?
A sheet of insulate, whatever the new name is on it. Over that, and as you always quite correctly point out, the edges must be weighted down significantly.
That wind. I mean, I've done this, and I should know better.
Yeah.
But and when the really cold temperatures are threatening, you put them over there, and you got to keep in mind that there's going to be wind. Mm-hmm. So you got to have a lot of overlap, and you got to have a structure.
Because he didn't weigh down on occasion, so he was chasing his thinsulate.
Down the road. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and while we do, we're going to encourage you to give us a call and ask those gardening questions at 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. In the meantime, we may go get some chili. So we'll be back in a moment.
I have some already.
Oh, okay.
How is it?
Man, back in a
wonderful.
moment. 9:30 a.m. This is The Answer.
We're back with Milberger's Gardening South Texas, live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery at 1604 in Bulverde Road. Come out to visit or call us at 210-308-8867. That's 210-308-8867. And now back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 930 AM The Answer.
Welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 930 AM The Answer. Milton Glueck, along with Mark Peterson, Dr. Calvin Finch. We're sitting here at Milberger's, watching all the people do some, bring out the kids and have a great time with the balloon animals, the balloon artists doing the face painting and all that good stuff. People enjoying the chili. You may hear some munching on the porch, but we'll be professionals about it.
You know what really would set this chili off really well?
Onions?
Onions. Some nice white
Sharp onions?
a 10-15 would be
Okay.
really nice.
You're going to go for the sweet?
Yeah, I'm going to sweet, but I want a little bite. And so we can ask Bruce if I wanted...
We should ask Bruce tomorrow what the best chili onion is.
Because there's an improvement on the 10-15.
Okay.
And he'll know which one we're talking about. So I think it adds a little combination of both. So maybe, I'm not sure, it may be more sweet or it may be a little tart to the sweetness of the onion. But you know what? Some white onions would be really good.
Yeah, but we'll ask him tomorrow because which onions go the best with chili. You're going for 10-15? Is that?
Yeah, I want a white one.
Okay.
But I wanted one with a little bite.
All right.
Because I want them raw. I want them chopped up.
We're going to chopped up and put in the thing. All right, 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. Yes, sir?
And there is plenty. Sorry.
Plenty of chili?
Of chili to
Oh,
go.
gosh, yeah.
So come on by. It's
Enjoy it. It's the folks at it's Nelson Products have. Did I get that right? Yeah. Have
Well, they have. We have a long history with them.
Yeah. They're good people and they do a good job and they have good products. So we appreciate them coming out and supporting Milberger's and the Children's Shelter with their contribution of the chili. All right. 210-308-8867. Where were we? Where did we leave off?
Gardening?
No, I know, but
yeah.
we were talking about grass and talking about with that trace and
we were talking about onions on that.
Oh yeah,
and then tomorrow we'll be talking with Bruce.
Well, mention some of those varieties, Mark, too, because sometimes I think people don't appreciate onions, but once they're reminded of 10-15.
And I'm sorry I can't go with all of them, but there's 10-15. There's Granix Yellow, which is the old-fashioned one, which we like a lot. There's a Red Creole, which is a red onion, which is has a nice bite. There's a cherry or candy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, red candy is the intermediate.
It's one of the intermediate ones, and what we mean by that, it's a little faster grow or shorter. Has a shorter growing period. And what else? Oh, Tracy.
Bermudas,
which is an
white
one. Yeah.
White onion. So you can get red onions, white onions, and yellows.
Yellow onions. Yeah. And so get all.
Oh, and there's they're improved.
Correct.
Right. That's
what we're going to ask Bruce on that. It says, what are the characteristics of the improved 10-15? So and they handle that without me running over to the bin and look at it all. But we'll ask Bruce on that exactly what those are. Because I couldn't remember what white onion I wanted for this chili. Was it a 10-15? Was it a white Bermuda?
No,
was it
10-15s are yellow.
10-15s are yellow? Okay.
I believe so,
I stand corrected. Yeah, you may be right.
Yeah. Why? Why 10-15? Yeah. 10-15, why?
Okay.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. That's the easy way to remember.
Yep, well, that'll be tomorrow at 1. And so this time tomorrow we'll be talking onions.
Was it chili good, Milton? You seem to be a little.
It's a little
Well, it's a little.
It's got a kick to it.
Yeah. You didn't even get any peppers in it.
No, I did not. That's you Minnesotans. You like your hot, spicy food.
Well, we get used to it when we live in Texas for 35 years. My friends at the Men's Garden Club, which of course is San Antonio Men's Garden Club, which is half of the membership is women, and nearly always has been, and the leadership with the past president was a woman. But they brought it to my attention that I've been here at least 35 years and writing a column for them for 35 years.
Oh, wow. How about that?
Yeah, gosh. I said that can't be right.
No,
I didn't want to question it, but then I started counting up.
And you realized that, it had been. Wow.
How long we been here, Milton?
We've been here.
The radio show.
Well,
26?
About 26 years. Yeah. Wow. Giving people good advice.
So how long's Mark been here? About 1 year? No, not quite that.
Not quite. But it's okay. It feels that way. Feels like Mark's been here about 26 years.
I've been in San Antonio for 41 years.
Wow. Very cool.
Yeah, Texas. Well,
why did you choose Texas? Because you weren't from the area. Just a good job, or was it?
Yeah, it was a job. So, actually, they were in contact with my alma mater. And Texas Forest Service. And they let it be known that they had a job opening because my alma mater had a very good reputation for that type of forester that they wanted. So they brought me on down for an interview.
What is that? Is that university still open over there?
Yes, it is still the Michigan State University.
It's over there by.
It's in East Lansing, yes.
Close to Wisconsin, Minnesota.
Yeah. All right. That's cool. So then you got here and just.
So I got here and I would say, this is the only place. They interviewed me and I went, will this be in the San Antonio area? And they said yes.
Yeah, the dog is wagging its tail.
What are you getting me, Dad?
He smells that chili.
But anyway, so I've been here since November of 1983.
Wow.
Very, very cool. All right. 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867, the number to call to be a part of the show. Yeah, we need to bring the dog over and say hello.
Yeah.
It's a friendly.
Better make sure he gets some chili. She gets some No, he gets some chili.
I think it's a he. Fritos? Oh, okay. He's a Frito dog. Or maybe that's the dog's name is Frito. That'd be a cool name for a dog.
Look how intense he is.
I know. He will not stop sneezing. He hasn't.
He's counted the bowls.
He's got that border collie stare.
He counted the bowls.
There's
only two, Dad.
He's not hurting sheep. He's hurting. All right. So let's see what else is happening in the world of gardening.
We have diverged a little.
Did you walk the? What's that?
She was gonna bring him over here to get interviewed.
Oh.
But he decided that his dad was going the other direction, and his dad had the chili.
Okay.
So we'll worry about the interview later.
Yeah,
right now, I'm
priorities.
in chili. Yeah.
Did you get a chance to go up by
yes, briefly. At all the vegetable selections we have many of the same ones we had in the previous weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So focusing on fall and winter vegetables. So we have spinach, the leafy type of vegetables like spinach, collards,
kale,
greens.
Brussels sprouts do we have?
And then we have the typical fall vegetables like Brussels sprouts, like broccoli, like cauliflower. And then there's some roots, radishes, and other transplants like
you know what
turnips. There's some turnips out there.
I noticed it's taken off. I always worried about the peas, English peas, and sweet peas, the flour. But both of those seem to be responding really well to this weather.
And the lower temperatures that we talked about will not have a significant impact on those. But now, if we get down in the low 30s,
the thing about the peas are they don't like too hot or too cold, but they are doing really well this winter.
And then of the herbs that we have the traditional fall herbs. We have our cilantro, our chives, thyme, and some rosemary. And it's not a traditional fall one, but I just had to throw that in there.
Well, it's also available as a living Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rosemary.
And shaped up nicely for those. And as you mentioned a couple weekends ago, they're beautiful because they will bloom a little blue flower come, I believe, late January.
Yeah. I've seen them in apartment. Folks that are got a small apartment, and it's a great thing for a Christmas tree. And
I've seen them here just at the end of the Christmas season. So beginning of January.
Something like
that was Milton that mentioned that. Blooming. He likes that.
I like that because it looks like ornaments.
Yeah. You know what? Your other plant that's still blooming. What is that plant he has a special relationship to? Autumn sage? No.
Texas sage.
Texas
sage.
Yeah.
Yes. Did it bloom this past week?
It did. It was in bloom.
Yes, it did.
So we have empirical evidence once more.
This time, yes, it did. Absolutely. Go, Sinisa. Go, Sinisa. The fighting Sinisas of San Antonio.
You know what else I was going to mention on the herb table?
What?
Stevia.
Oh, cool.
So there's some stevia. We have a couple flats of stevia. Now, stevia, for those who don't know, it's a sugar alternative. And it is quite sweet, but we have it. Usually it's in the fall. It's a cool season plant here. It's stevia and sage. So those are our herbs for the fall and winter, and they will do quite well. They don't have a significant low period or low temperature, but it's going to be about that 29 and below. It's probably going to be. Some of them will go even colder.
And do we have celery?
We do not have celery.
Anymore?
That tends to be in April.
Oh, okay.
April, May.
Okay. I remember. I had to make a trip to the hospital one time, and we walked outside the house, and the celery was looking great. It was in December, though.
It could be. I usually think of it as an October type.
Okay.
Yeah, for your mirepoix, for your carrot, onion, and celery mix. You're not looking at me, so you don't know.
What's that?
No, it's a traditional herb mixture of mirepoix.
Okay.
Onions, carrots, and celery.
Onions, carrots, and celery.
Yeah.
Isn't that a roux? Don't you start off?
Yeah,
you start your roux. That's your trilogy of.
It's your trilogy.
Okay.
Can we?
Can we get back to gardening?
Yeah, I want to bring up the. We haven't mentioned it much. The trees as Christmas gifts. That you could. It's a good thing to get a gift certificate out if somebody who's moved into a new house and they need shade trees, and rather than pick it out for them, but give them a gift certificate, and they can pick up the shade tree when they need them. And then the other thing which you guys keep bringing up are the citrus.
Yeah,
are wonderful. They're small. They're attractive. They make real good. Look. There he is.
But they're very good.
Hey, did he get his chili? All right. So he's willing to talk to us now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have something to show you.
Okay. Can you come on the air with us?
We have an exuberant Labrador.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, because you've got your hands full, I'm going to just point this at you.
Okay.
We'll be able to hear you. What's going on?
And we'll just hear you a little bit there.
It's about monarchs. Guess you're on the air. What's going on?
All righty. Well, I wanted to share some pictures with you.
Oh, good.
All right.
So this is my little small butterfly garden. Got some tropical milkweed, pentas, blue miss curl. Yeah.
Yep.
Blue curl.
So last weekend we went to get rid of our pumpkins, and on the stem of the pumpkin is a chrysalis.
That's
Look
it.
at that.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that is the amazing thing, is because one of the things that happens is you notice the caterpillars, the monarch caterpillars, and then the next day there's none any place, and you maybe find one chrysalis, but they do a great job of hiding themselves.
We found this one. My husband found it Friday a week ago, so this is the 9th day that we've seen it. It started turning black a couple of days ago. So
Gorgeous pictures, by the way.
And he's going to go. He'll come out of there. Now that'll be. It'll be. Let's see. It'll take 30 days, and then you'll have to be able to hope it's not too cold for him to make that
I know
trip.
that's what I'm worried about. But this was yesterday afternoon. So, and it's just a little blacker today, but it still has the oozing stuff coming out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just, worried with it being so cold. But maybe it'll wait till Monday when it's warmer and it can dry in the sun.
Yeah. Well, and then I didn't even think about the cold weather here.
Yeah.
When it hatches, but the other cold weather is the trip. The trip that was
see it,
making the
Yeah.
southern. How does the pup? Are you protecting the caterpillars?
He is. He's keeping all the animals away from it. It's just Parker.
Parker?
Yeah.
Hey, Parker.
Come on. Oh,
We
that's
came to
that's
see
not
Santa.
that's not a behavior you're supposed to do, huh?
We came to see Santa, but
Oh.
we just missed him, so we'll come back tomorrow.
But he's back
Oh,
tomorrow.
okay.
We've had a tradition of pictures with Santa we've lived here 25 years, so about that long.
Wow.
With our dog. It used to always be a dog and a cat, but
Yeah.
now it's our third lab and just him.
Now, I don't know, does Parker show the same appreciation for Santa Claus that he does for chili?
Oh, man, I don't know. So,
Parker-
I don't know what might come in first there.
Parker was giving him that intense stare. He was watching him.
Yep, that's him.
Yeah.
Oh, there's you look at the air.
All righty. Well, cool. Well, thank you for coming
All right,
by.
so
Thanks.
I will hopefully be able to give you a hatched butterfly report.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yes.
How long should it
Hi.
take, do you know?
8 to 12 days, I think.
Oh, how many days are we into it?
But at least 9. We
Oh,
d-
so it really
discovered
will
it
be-
9
could be
days
tomorrow.
ago.
Kind of, if you get a chance, and maybe you've done this, is make another search and see if there aren't a few more of those guys around.
Yeah, I haven't. I'm wondering
Chrysalis.
Monday when it gets warmer if we'll see any more monarchs flying around, and if maybe this one can join up with the rest of them.
That's right. Yeah, so yeah, and if the weather is calm enough, then he'll have a good chance of getting filled with some.
Yeah. Actually, this week would be a good one because it's going to be warmer in the 70s through the week. It's 60s and 70s. So that.
And then
except
maybe
for-
with that front coming through Tuesday, it'll.
Yeah, he'll just ride the front out,
Ride
or
the- yeah.
he or she.
Sounds good.
All righty.
Cool.
Well,
Thank you. Thanks.
Keep us informed.
I will.
Yeah, tell us
Bye-bye.
tomorrow when you come. Bye, Parker.
Bye bye.
Say- yeah.
Woof, woof.
Tell us that Parker's mom when you're on the radio.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to take a quick break and come back in a moment with more of Milberger's Gardening, South Texas. I'm going to tell you about Prusky's Market afterwards. But I will tell you that Prusky's Markets, by the way, has dog bones. So if you want beef bones for your dog, you can get them at Prusky's Market. I'll tell you more about that on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. And welcome back to Milberger's Gardening, South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. All right, if you're looking for great food, and especially with the temperatures going down a little bit, maybe you want some stew or some cold weather soup or something like that. Well, Prusky's is the place to go. Whether you just want a great tasting steak, you can get it at Prusky's Meat Market. Whether you want some stew meat, you get it at Prusky's Meat Market. Maybe you just want a ready to heat and eat pinwheel. They're really so good. You can get that at Prusky's Market. You'll just find the best food for that you can serve your family at Prusky's Market. High quality, great tasting, and super helpful people. And I did mention, so I'll do it again, that if you're looking for dog bones, if you're looking for beef bones for your dog, just like the butcher used to do, you can get them at Prusky's Market. You can get all kinds.
What about suet?
I don't know. I have to ask. We'll have to ask him.
In the old days.
Okay.
But
maybe you're got a party coming up and you need a cheese tray, a cheese and sausage tray. Check out Millburgers.
Oh, they're great at it.
Sorry, check out Prusky's Market, and you can find the delicious sausage and cheese trays. You can find, if you want something to eat for Christmas, whether it's turkey or I think we said goose, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You can get that at Prusky's Market, or you can even get it already prepared.
I'm sure they got duck, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know about the duck. So right there in Atkins, Texas, it's Prusky's Market on Highway 87, 10140 Highway 87, online at pruskysmeatmarket.com. Check it out, and you'll be very happy you did. 210-308-8867 is our number, 210-308-8867. All right, why is Mark yelling at the chili guy?
I don't know. He's got as far as the Wasso.
Oh,
and
okay.
Then he kind of perused the chili again, and now he's
one of the things.
Free.
One of the things that we can talk about too. Be here before we know it. Is and maybe we'll focus on it next week. But that's gardening habits for the new year, 2025, and maybe y'all can make some suggestions. One of the things we did last time too was we talked to people with gardening clubs, making that a New Year's New Year's resolution. There's lots of clubs out there. Pretty much, if you want to get very specific, like a Rose Society, or is the Cactus Society still running around?
I'm not sure about the Cactus.
I used to have friends.
Oh, good for you.
Thank you.
Sorry, you
in
set
the
yourself
Cactus
up.
Society, but I haven't heard from them in
I haven't
years.
heard
So
either.
I'm kind of wondering about.
What
that.
about the water garden folks? We've seen them, haven't we, Mark?
Well, we used to. Well, there were some really prominent members on that, but the water garden gyms out there on 1604 and 10.
Well,
they have a really nice place out there.
Well, it was really.
But I can't remember any members.
It was interesting last night that you bring this up, Milton. The San Antonio Men's Garden Club. The new president is Albert Del Rio.
No,
and his issue is that they're talking about encouraging. For years and years, they've been a prominent part of the environmental causes and good gardening in the San Antonio area. They're the ones that started the youth garden at the Botanical Gardens, and they're participating in almost every educational program. But he's talking about doing more to encourage young people to join the San Antonio Men's Garden Club, who has a very long history and a relatively old membership, which they reminded me of that I'd been there a long time. But that is a lot of. I think there's a lot of opportunities out there for folks. So many people have interest in gardening. And one of the ways to really satisfy that interest is to participate in some of these wonderful organizations. San Antonio Men's Garden Club and all those societies you talked about. Master Gardeners. We deal with the Bexar County Master Gardeners and our friends at the Comal County Master Gardeners in the Monarch program. But they're... Almost all the counties have Master Gardener chapters. Gardening Volunteers of South Texas.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I was leading into that. I was letting you talk about it. Yes, our friends at Comal and Bexar and Guadalupe Master Gardeners. But the Gardening Volunteers of South Texas, which as many of you know, I've been involved with the Go Gardening videos.
Okay.
And we just finished season 3, so everyone go
that big
to
cliffhanger at the end. That was.
Huh?
I'm waiting for season 4 now. With you get that big cliffhanger at the end of season 3.
The big cliffhanger at the end, and I did it, and it was in the dark. So John did a great job on that. Of that last episode of me dangling my feet from the rocks.
Oh, there's the cliffhanger.
But anyway, so go to the Gardening Volunteers South Texas website, and you click on the Go Gardening videos, and you can see at least the last 2 months. And then the rest are on YouTube, and you just go YouTube and then push Go Gardening videos or type in.
That's a good idea, Milton, to maybe invite some representatives of those organizations and see when the Master Gardeners are going. I think David mentioned that they were going to start recruiting for a new class.
He mentioned the class and the class number. He's really good about that, but I didn't recall when he said the time would start happening. So, that'd be good. We can call or have him on the air.
Master Naturalist?
Master Naturalist was great, too. Mm-hmm. That was our good friend Jane, the Curious Naturalist, was part of that.
Right.
Remember that? Do you know Jane?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
I know everyone.
Oh, okay.
How many years have I been in San Antonio?
50,
no, not that
60,
many.
75.
No, 41.
Okay. I was close.
So, yes, I helped start the Master Naturalist in Texas. I was administrating funds from the federal government that were proposed by the great George H.W. Bush.
Okay.
And so he had a program, and I was administering those for South Texas, and we used them to start the Master Naturalist, some of those funds.
Very nice.
So, yes, that's a great program. And we have the Master Gardeners, and Gardening Volunteers, and some of these other ones. And you keep reminding me that I did miss the meal last night, the holiday dinner last night with the Men's Garden Club.
Okay.
Other people were there. Other important people that I would love to see, but I was not there.
All right, so we'll have to reach out to them. But, yeah, we want, for the ones we mentioned, just real quick, if you're a member of, if we're wrong about the Cactus Society.
I thought it was funny last night, but I suppose I shouldn't have, when they asked where Mark was.
No, what did you tell him?
Well,
no, dear.
I said
Mark.
that I wasn't sure, but I thought he passed.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Mm-hmm.
But then I'll have to just plead that I'm
like
pretty old myself, and I forgot where he was. Yeah.
I see. Good for that explains all the flowers you've been getting and other stuff. Let's see. Okay, 210-308-8867. I got to get back.
So
it
kind of knocked you off your train of thought.
Did you bring up citrus when you brought up trees for Christmas gifts?
Yes, I mentioned.
Okay.
I mentioned how they are a favorite gift around here.
Yes, sir. Oh, sure. All right. All right. So we mentioned that Nature's Creation was here, and they were doing the chili, and we
he's going all around.
We bragged on them just a little bit. So I'm going to let you introduce yourself, and then tell us what folks should know about.
I'm Don Stout, and I work for the company I work for owns the brand of Nature's Creation products, which is they have fertilizers, soil amendment, potting soils, and insecticides, and weed killers. It's a upper end quality products. It's not just a potting soil. It has amendments in it like mushroom compost and pecan mulch, perlite, recycled trees and shrubs. It's your upper end quality product line, and it's soil amendments, soils, fertilizers, all of our soils and fertilizers have mycorrhizal fungi added to them, which makes them a better quality product. Helps feed the plant, helps make the food more available for the plant. So it's a upper end quality, but a good quality for soils product line.
Yeah, and I've seen them here. And of course, we have them here at Millburgers. I mean, I've seen them actually. The bags look all familiar.
Yeah, Millburgers stocks most every product that we have. Actually, one of the lawn foods, they have it under their label, the Millburger brand. It's a 612 high nitrogen organic fertilizer. Saying high nitrogen, most organics are a low nitrogen.
Oh, okay.
But this one it has alfalfa, which is high, which gets the nitrogen up higher.
And then you and I were talking too, so you'll find out look for the Nelson products here. Or no, I'm sorry, not Nelson. Nature's Creation here, and thank you. That'll be my cheat sheet. But you were mentioning compost. You can do it all the time, but we have the Nature's Creation compost here.
Millburgers, yes, they do a good job promoting the Nature's Creation compost, which again, it contains some mycorrhizal fungi. And instead of peat moss in our compost, we use cocoa coir. Which is it works the same as peat moss. It's a little bit more readily available. You can only get in a peat bog so many times a year, where cocoa coir is more readily available to us.
And how does it? So, but it does the same thing for the gardener.
It's an organic product that breaks down and it helps hold moisture. It does the same as peat moss.
Does that acidify a bit?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, the product that I couldn't remember.
Oh yeah, you were.
And I was visually on my phone. Is called biochar. Have you ever heard of that? Biochar. It's kind of a relatively new product.
I have recently.
Yeah, it is a new product. It is one of these new products that comes on the market every once in a while with a lot of research behind it, and it's the newest thing. What do we call that? The newest fashionable thing.
Okay.
So biochar, but we use it like compost. In fact, we use it in combination of compost just a little bit. Just a little bit goes a long way. Holds a lot of moisture. It holds a lot of nutrients. And you look underneath a microscope, it looks like as one research put it, it's an old-fashioned New York tenement house that can be filled with nutrients and water and microorganisms.
Okay. Are you following all this?
So
yeah,
so it's a rather new product, so that's why I'm asking. I mean, do you have that or looking into it or have heard about it?
I have heard of it.
No.
Again, I heard of it within the last year. Like you said, it's a new trend or new thing
trend.
out.
There we go. Yeah.
It may be the new way of going, but there is one company that I know of that has it available. But again, it's the new thing. The word's just not out on the market where people know that much about it.
We were talking about Cactus Society because I see there's the cactus and succulent mix.
Oh, very good.
There you go.
Their product is very good.
And it's interesting. Talk a little bit. I see the big picture of the mosquito on there too. That's interesting. The cedar
repel.
Cedar repel. Now get a little closer to the mic. Oh, get a little closer to the mic. You're okay. There you
go. Yes, the product's called Cedar Repel. It comes in a granular form, and it's on the book here in the list, but we also have that in a liquid hose in, but we're having a hard time getting that in stock right now.
Oh, okay.
Both the container or the liquid. But we do have the granules available. It's an insect repellent. It's not.
Okay.
It does not kill. It repels.
Right. They don't want to go near it.
Is it a combination of certain odors that helps them keep it away? From cedar and
the
some
cedar
other
messes up their receptors to where they get confused to where they're at, and they just leave the area. That's what I understand how it works.
That's the same as if you use too much pepper in the chili over there. Yes.
That chili was fabulous.
Yeah, it was.
Do you want to add anything? Or? No? Okay. Oh. Well, thank you, sir. And thank you for being a part of the event.
Yeah.
You're here all the time with us, and that's appreciate it.
You bet. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah. All right. Did we miss anything? Are we cool? You did great, by the way.
Milberger's carries the line. It's a good quality line,
Okay.
so it's
There you
they
go.
stock everything.
Enough said. Good. Thank you, man. You, man. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you, sir.
All right, 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. I'm kind of guessing that for as long as I can remember that we've been doing the Christmas thing. I think Nature's Creation has been here with the chili and stuff, haven't they?
No,
Oh, who is? Okay.
that didn't start till I got here.
Oh, okay.
And I started asking vendors. Milberger's did things,
Right.
but we did it on our own.
Well, so how many years are we talking?
7, 8,
Okay, that's enough.
maybe 10.
Okay.
Lose track of time at my age.
I know. It's sad. All right, so let's see, Trace. What else is going on here? We've got Santa's back tomorrow.
Santa is tomorrow, yes.
Parker's going to come meet Santa. Did you see Parker?
Yeah.
He was the Golden Lab.
Oh, I think I did.
Yeah.
Well, Parker was disappointed that he missed Santa.
Yeah.
But he did get some chili, so he was semi.
Parker got chili?
What's that?
Parker was given chili?
No.
His mom and dad
I
gave
think
him a
might
little
have. Mom and Dad might have given him chili.
bit, a bite.
Are you glad Parker is not in the nursery right
Yes.
this second? That chili might have kind of an effect on Parker.
Might have a disastrous effect.
Okay.
Oh.
Not because of the chili, just because labs and chili don't go together.
Correct.
Okay.
Also, shag carpet does not go into the mix. Any kind of carpet.
No,
No.
but okay, I'm not sure.
Dogs, upset stomach.
Oh dear. Okay, yes. So Parker will be here. Santa will be here tomorrow. Little Red Choo Choo tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah. No chili tomorrow.
No chili.
No chili.
It might be chili, but there's no chili.
No, actually tomorrow, like I said, it looks like
It's going to be up to 64.
Some people think 64 is chili.
well, not compared to today. It's all relative.
What about the rain?
Rain looks like the chances of rain end tonight. No, I don't see anything the rest of the week.
Well,
20% chance tonight.
You know, earlier this week,
Yes.
it was going to rain every day this week.
Oh, was it really?
This upcoming week, rather.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. I knew you saw that because we were transmitting mind waves on this. I'm like, but it's not going to rain anymore today.
No, it says 20% chance up to 9 o'clock tonight.
But then, what about Sunday?
Sunday,
What about
no,
Monday?
no rain Sunday, no rain Monday in the forecast. I'm sorry. Sorry, Mark. All right.
No, but we might have.
We have to catch up 8 more inches to get to the annual average.
Well, we might have got a half an inch this afternoon if you were on 281 and 1604 area. That was hard, coming down hard.
Yeah, it was.
Good the whole time, the whole drive.
So, Trace, what else from a Christmas standpoint? I saw some people that you knew getting poinsettias.
Yes.
And they had the pretty white one.
They got a white one, and they got I always want to call it Jingle Bells, but it's got another name.
Oh,
now.
is that the one that's
Red
kinda-
with freckles?
Yeah. Okay.
We'll just call it Freckles.
I like that. Aw, little freckles. But yeah, and then amaryllis bulbs, which is always a good.
Yep, and
gift.
they're even more reduced.
Oh, are they?
$688.
I think you're right. Yep. Let's see. I'll get out the sale items and see, and then Christmas cactus
Yep, that's on sale.
and some yard art.
All of the Christmas decor
Mm-hmm.
is 25% off. So yard art and all the stuff inside that's what you would use to decorate with.
Yeah, and
Knickknacks and things.
I like the outside stuff. I like the Grinches and the Max. Yeah. Oh, here's Nature's Creation organic compost is on sale. He was just talking about it. It's a 40-pound bag, $9.88. All right. Well, listen, we need to take a quick break. While we do, give us a call, 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. More in a moment on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. And welcome back to Milberger's Gardening, South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer, 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867, the number to call to be a part of the show. The nursery looking gorgeous. Just talking to the folks at Nature's Creation just a moment ago and getting some more information. So good stuff here at Milberger's. Other things people should be doing right now? This would be a good day, it seems like, to maybe get some of that cloth and stuff for protection.
Yeah. Well, and it's a good day to think about your holiday gifts. We talked about a short period between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah.
You don't want to get behind so that you get stressed out. You maybe think about, go ahead and think about the gift potentials and think, well, I should maybe go over to Milberger's and look at some of these gifts and gift certificates. You can do those by mail. You even do those by phone, I think. Gift certificates.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and actually they can be mailed out.
Yeah. And but it'd be fun. I mean, there's a lot to do. If you come out here, a lot of neat things to look at those cyclamen, those Christmas trees, all those blooms, and the greenhouse full of those interior plants. Plus, if you decide to get gift certificates, that's one of the easiest ways to find gifts for your gardeners and your giftulous. Also, those publications we talked about. Mm-hmm. What were those, Mark?
Well, we have some here. You should look in Calvin's article, but we have some here. The City of Austin has what I call the Purple Book, and it is all of native plants, from trees to grasses, native Texas plants.
And it's a stocking stuffer. It's like what, $2 here?
Yeah, it's only worth $2. I had to look at Trace a little bit. I'm thinking, it must be an old stock because they printed on $2, but they're a little bit more now. So come to Milberger's and buy them with some other stuff. And they also have the Superstars.
Texas Superstars.
Superstars. And then they had a third book. They have Greg and Mr. Holmes. What's
really?
Holmes? Tom, is it? No.
Oh, you mean Greg Grant's book?
Greg Grant's book. They have it here. The big one that has a picture in your article for Texas and Oklahoma. They have it on sale here.
Well, that's that's a wonderful resource book, especially for somebody that's working on a landscape, trying to improve it. Hasn't finished the plans, but just kind of overwhelmed by the task.
It says they have 48 designs in the book, but what I really like about Greg's book is he goes step by step. He's not. He doesn't overwhelm the reader, and that's what I heard always when we're doing the Gardening Volunteers South Texas day-long landscape class. Is people come in and they're overwhelmed.
Yeah,
they want to do the whole yard, and Greg goes, well, let's just look at the backyard, or maybe let's just look at the right side of the backyard,
the shady west side, the shady east side.
So Greg's book is very good on that. Take it piece by piece.
And with Greg, every piece of work he does, he's a great garden writer and a great photographer. And there's probably nobody that is more up to date on plants available and knowledge of those plants that work well in our area. So take a look at that. Yeah, that's worth a trip just to check Greg's book out. And then, make that trip. It's a good field visit. You got the grandkids or the children. Get them out.
Get everything.
Santa Claus is going to be here tomorrow too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's just say it. One-stop shopping. Get everything done in one day. That would be fabulous. Kid stuff and all your gifts for everyone on your list.
Well, especially your gardeners.
Yeah.
Even the non-gardeners can find something here.
Yeah, even people that are just, you want to get a nice little thank you gift, or you're going to somebody's house for Christmas celebration, bring them a poinsettia or bring them a cyclamen.
Yeah, you're right. $6.
Or bring them an onion.
So,
No?
$6
I
or
was doing
$7
well.
cyclamen is an unbelievably impressive gift.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to remind everybody that Bruce, what was Bruce's last name?
Fraser.
Fraser.
I think it is.
From Dixondale's Farms, the premier producers of onions for the entire country, will be on the radio with
Yeah, we
us.
hope to have them at 1 o'clock. Sometimes things don't go right, but that's okay. But that's the goal right now.
Okay.
That's the plan.
It'll be
Because you and I were talking about,
Just
is
doing-
it 10, or is it 1 or
Just doing some
1:30?
CYA.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
1 o'clock.
Yeah.
If he's not here, it's Milton's fault.
Oh, man. I don't know. Calvin's a bad spokesperson for other people. He's got Mark being gone, no longer with us. Yeah. You didn't hear? Oh.
Yeah. Mark's no longer with us. Really?
Yeah, that could go.
I'm
that could
feeling
go
much
either
better
way.
now.
But I have to admit that I enjoyed Michelle Cox's company more than I do with Mark's at the show here.
No, man.
Michelle and
This is-
Byron
this
Cox
is just
went
brutal.
with me to the Men's Garden Club Christmas dinner.
Just plain brutal.
And we kind of expected Mark to be there, but
Yeah.
but
Apparently,
he forgot.
okay.
It's like the old days.
I've heard that before. I was going to
Yeah,
say.
Mark's the speaker. That's who we're waiting for.
Oops.
Hey. I had an accident.
Oh, okay. All right.
I have to admit, though, his last presentation I've been at was at the San Antonio, at the Dream Hill Estates Education Center, and it was on care for shade trees. It was a wonderful presentation. Really made a difference and impressed a lot of the folks that had responsible for these wonderful large oak trees that grow in their neighborhood. And Mark covered that and saved a lot of folks a lot of money too, because there were some of the strategies they were considering were not efficient in terms of getting the job done. So
Whoa. Oh.
that'll be that's another topic too that we could talk about here. The shade trees for Christmas gifts. They could be at a gift certificate or
yes.
Oh, yeah. And then
We have a lot of them here.
and they'll start the selection of trees will get better January, February. Do I remember that right, or it's changed now where it's all year?
So
Theoretically.
we got to get through Christmas,
Okay.
but we do have bookings. So
Oh,
like the
okay.
fruit trees, that kind of stuff. Into January is when that starts showing up. Red buds will be in there.
so they
The 15, 30, 45, and ball and burlap stuff, we kind of pick and choose. So one of the first ones we'll do is the 15 and 30 gallon trees. 'Cause
Okay.
that's easy enough for the few people that we have.
Well, get them a gift certificate, and then they can. The holidays will be done, and they'll be able to pick up one of those new trees.
Then we go to 45s
Okay.
and 65s,
Oh, look at this.
100s.
Look at that. Your
Yeah,
favorite
sorry,
colors.
But, sorry,
That's
Got it.
why I'm picking
noticing
them out.
that.
It literally has a cart stuffed with cyclamen.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
White
no
and
room.
red, man.
There's no space on that cart.
Anyway,
Go ahead, Tracy.
so yeah, it's
So B&B stuff, we try to wait until we have the extra help in February to
okay.
bring that in. That's a little more labor intensive.
And when does the CPS thing?
So it starts October,
Okay.
the week of October, the first week of October, and ends in the last week of April,
Oh, good. Okay.
funds permitting.
Oh, okay.
So I have to put that disclaimer. in there.
Okay. You want to go? Oh, and one more day for Blue Santa? I think tomorrow's the last day.
I guess I misread because now something's saying the 14th. I
Oh,
thought
good.
I still
Okay.
thought it was tomorrow,
Okay.
but apparently I was.
So still plenty of time to come in and just pick up, a little
Well,
something.
Just do it tomorrow. That
Yeah,
way,
do it tomorrow.
That way we know we got it.
Yeah, there you go. And it's right in here by the registers. You can't miss it. And lots of things going on here. We'll talk about more tomorrow about the color and ideas. We were talking about people going to Christmas parties and bringing a poinsettia with them or some cyclamen as a gift.
Were we talking about that?
Yes, we were.
Oh, okay.
Calvin suggested cyclamen.
Like a housewarming party gift?
Yeah. So you're not coming empty-handed. If you can't bring food, bring
They
a
can plant it outside for the winter, or they can plant it inside.
The cyclamen, I would not plant the poinsettia outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cyclamen.
Yeah.
All right, we'll wrap up for today. Thanks to everybody for being a part of the show. Great job, Al. And thank you, Trace. I'm Milton Glueck. Going to say goodbye. Join us tomorrow back here at the nursery, where it's hopefully going to be a little bit warmer. And we'll see you then on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.